Phrases Smash Ult will dethrone Melee, or Smash Ult will take Melee's place as the Smash game are silly, to be fair. Smash Ult is looking to be a very, very interesting game as far as the competitive scene goes, but saying that it will dethrone Melee is like saying Brawl would have dethroned Melee, with all the ridiculous things they added, like tripping and spammable air dodges. While some comp players preferred Brawl, it is undeniable that it wasn't a scene that was going to last. Melee has been a fierce player in big name competitions such as EVO or CEO for years now. Melee has lived on for 15 years and counting, for crying out loud, and its steam from it hasn't diminished in the slightest. I remember when people were saying things about Smash 4 being a definitive Smash game for both casuals and competitives. It would be the perfect blend that would finally make Melee players quit and make casual players have the most fun Smash game since forever. Arguably, that last point would always be true until the next one came to be. But the first one is kind of ridiculous. Smash 4 would have never surpassed Melee for the sole virtue of it not being Melee. Melee is a beast like no other. Melee has thousands of players playing it every day, practicing tech like no other, and it has absolute gods at the game who always dominate tournaments for it. Melee has a wave dashing, shield stun, very, very, very punishable air dodges, and a plethora of other things that made Melee what it was. It's a completely different beast from any other fighter. Smash 4, well, it has Pac-Man, and Mega Man, and Ryu, and Cloud, and oh yeah, no. Gameplay-wise, for Melee goers, it has nothing on Melee. Sure, the characters are cool, and they definitely shook up the meta for Smash 4, but new characters and patches were never going to give Smash 4 what it needed to beat Melee. Shit, Brawl had Snake of all people, yet people who love Melee never switched 100% over to Brawl. This brings me to Ultimate, and how the same story will play out just as it did for Smash 4. Over the course of Smash 4, people have played it not only for the freshness it has, but for the awesome characters you get to play as. And once the prospect of DLC was revealed, first through Mewtwo, then through the likes of Lucas and fucking Ryu from Street Fighter, the community burst. There was always excitement to be had, new things to be seen. Who would be adding next, they asked. As well, what came with newcomers also came patches. This is a given, of course, but it gave people that same kind of excitement. Who's gonna be buffed this time? Who's gonna be nerfed? Will it be my main? This gave the Smash 4 community the lifespan to be held at big tournaments like EVO and CEO. Not to say that it wouldn't happen at these tournaments if it didn't, but it sure as hell helped. There was always something new with Smash 4, whether it be custom moves or patches or characters or a special fourth thing that I can't remember. This ultimately, is what kept it alive all this time. But then it all stopped. The final patch, 1.1.7, added amiibo support for Bayonetta and nothing else. The game started to stale, believe it or not. People just weren't as interested in it as they used to be. The community didn't thrive as much as it did. People were bored of Smash 4. Tournaments still showed up, but the community was dying. The lack of content for Smash 4 is what was killing it. Melee, on the other hand, continued to thrive as much as it did. It was in tournaments alongside Smash 4, and even had brand new hype things happen within the competitive scene. Evan vs. Chillin' Dude, anyone?
I think this guy talks a lot, and it's about time for him to learn some respect.
More like a body bag, Dot Zip, right now. Zip him up.
It's a little too close. But Lefty! Experience with the NCSC version. Good job by Lefty. Whoa, Lefty, did you just really do a Firefox on stage and down? That's an up smash. And a 5-0. Right now, Chillin' gets dethroned. He is not using this color fonts anymore.
Bobby.
Oh, that was too funny. Anyway, Melee sure as hell wasn't dying. Sure, the players overlapped between the two, but nobody was stagnating on Melee in the slightest. Meanwhile, Smash Fed was on threads. People just weren't as interested. Who's to say the same won't happen with Smash Ult? Sure, there may not be DLC, but to say balance matches won't happen is silly in this day and age. Smash Ult, just like its predecessor, will thrive on the newness that it has. It'll be exciting and have tons of things going for it on day one and on the coming months, but when those balance patches stop, when the meta actually develops and the top players are known, the community will eventually get tired of the game and be too used to it in order to get excited by it anymore. The game will then slowly start to die until it is in a zombie state. The next game in the series will be revealed and the cycle will continue. All the while, Melee with its dingy CRTs and top players all using foxholes to remain. being hosted at numerous tournaments and getting tons and tons of love. History likes to repeat itself, and this is the future of Smash Ult, and really, Smash Bros. As a competitive scene. Sure, it'll be fun to see how Smash Ult develops into its meta, but I doubt it'll last 15 fucking years like Melee has.